Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a day it has been. It's already Thursday this week? There's a hole in my sock. I've gone all day and I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Hello, friends, and welcome to my stream. Hello. We're here once again. I feel like it's been so long, guys. It's been an eternity. And it hasn't been an eternity. We streamed on Saturday last, actually. Oh my gosh, I guess it has been like 4 days. Oh my god, right? I saw a comment on one of my shorts today because I've been posting short content on YouTube and TikTok, and someone commented, "Unk finally got tired of streaming," and I'm like, dude, 4 days off isn't even remotely close to the longest break I've ever had. Holy cow, it's like, dude, what? I'm gone for 4 days and people think I've quit. What? Holy cow. Welcome to the stream. Derica, are you the only one here? Anyone out there? I saw Turbo was first, but he was early. It feels like an eternity without a stream. It does feel like an eternity, doesn't it? I feel like the time in between my streams feel long when I take more than like a day or two off and away. But I also feel like time itself is flying by. If that makes any sense. Like, I feel like last week was a minute ago. But it also feels like it was a year ago since the last stream. How these two things can't be possible at the same time. And so I guess the answer is that it's somewhere in between. It's somewhere in between. It's been 4 days. I don't know. Time. I feel like that's what Einstein meant when he said time is relative. It's this wishy-washy, who knows what the rules even are nonsense, right? We all experience it. There's Turbo. Welcome to the stream. Is my bot? There it is.
Fanta in my system.
Fanta in my system. Still not sponsored by Fanta. One day. One day. Actually, one day, so many things. Guys, I was losing track of time. Well, actually, I was busy for a lot of today, and so I didn't have a lot of time before stream to work on a few things. There's a few things I wanted to work on, and that includes the sound effect, like more sound alerts and stuff. But then I got squirreled away into doing other like behind the scenes work. I still haven't added more. I swear it's like on the top of my list, and then every time I go to do it, I end up doing something else. Like something else grabs my attention away from it. I think there's been a spell put on me of some kind that every time I go to add more spells to the spell book, something happens. You've been playing Miitopia, which is gaming. Actually, I just booted up. I didn't play any of it. I just updated the actual game peak like yesterday or whatever because they've got a new update. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll play just a little bit of peak on my own time. And then I literally didn't, but I did update the game. I did that yesterday. Is the chair command back? No, it's all the same commands that we've had for a while. No, dude, this has been on my freaking to-do list for so long. I want to say there's no excuse, but it's just like, I swear to you, I don't know where the time goes. I've been meaning to do this for like, what, a year now? It's like, I need more commands. I've been saying that I will have a way for you to look at all the commands. There's a way, I think there's a way for me to do it. I don't even remember now, besides just listing them out. I want to set it up so that you click on a thing and you can go somewhere, and every time I add a spell, it will just all be there. Basically, it'll be like you'll do a command and it'll open a link, and the link will take you to, here's a list of all the crap you can do. That's the idea. I want to do that. I think I can do that, but that has been on my to-do list for God knows how long at this point. It drives me nuts. Okay, Rocky, go whenever you are ready. Patrick, start. Yeah, Patrick, start. You got it. I almost thought you were trying to say. I glanced at the quote, and you know how I work. I read bottom to top for whatever reason. The first thing I saw was Patrick start, so I'm like, is he quoting Patrick Stewart? Then I read the actual quote, and I'm like, oh no, Rocky would be Patrick Star. Why do I read why do I read bottom to top? Why do I do that? Close enough. I don't even know the context of that quote, because as I've said many times on stream before, I literally cannot quote like everyone else, quote SpongeBob like everybody else seems to be able to. SpongeBob apparently was a very formative show for a lot of people, and I did watch SpongeBob growing up. I did enjoy it, but it apparently didn't mean as much to me as everybody else. And I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm like, man, what's up with you reading backwards? I know, right? What's up with that? I go bottom up, then obviously that makes no sense, so then I have to read top bottom. I don't know why. Why do I do that? What what stage of neurodivergence is this? That's the hot button. That's not the phrase I'm looking for. Hot button. I don't know. That's the popular phrase. That's the popular word, I guess. That's the word of the decade. I feel like I see that everywhere, and in short form content, social media, or whatever. It's like, what stage of neurodivergence do I have? Have I heard of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy title update coming in November 19, 2025? Turbo, you typed that out in such a like an advertising way. Like, have you heard? Have you heard about the latest? You know, like you were the commercial for it. You were the frontman. I did hear about that, actually. I did. Can you imagine if we managed to beat the entire trilogy before that update comes out, and then we'll just never get to look at it? I did see it. They're adding several new things. I think they're adding like a music selector and like a scene builder, little bits, and then also like a chapter select functionality to it. I think that's cool for the fact that like all these games that are digitized, they exist in a digital space. These files exist, and you can basically sell these games in perpetuity as long as you keep them updated. So like these massive franchises that have this legacy of IP and titles, like they should be doing things like that. I say good on them. Who does Phoenix Wright, Capcom or whatever? I think that's a good move. You know, just doing little updates like that, getting people interested, and then buying the game if they don't already have it or whatever, and artwork being added. I think that's the way to do it, honestly. But I did hear about that. It popped up in my like, I don't even know what it is. Is it Google News or something? I got it on like a Google News notification or something. So it's something that I get notifications for ever since I got this phone, and I've been too lazy to figure out how to turn it off. But I just get like news notifications, and I'm like, okay. That's the best way to get me, like, if you can get me started on something, I will never take it, like unsubscribing from like an email chain or something. Like, I just don't do it. I'll just suffer it forever. Oh yeah, translations too. They're actually getting a Latin American translation. I did see that. And then some others too, like Portuguese, whatever. And whatever else. It's already in English, so I've already got what I need. But like, yeah. I guess that Ace Attorney Trilogy 2, the Spanishing. We play through the entire game in Latin American Spanish. No, we're not doing that. Too much, man. It'd be good practice, I guess, but I would do that on my own and not streaming. That's too much pressure live. I think that would be interesting, playing, like, I know that's already possible. Here, I can already do that. Like, play a game that I know really well, but then put it in Spanish and practice that way. That would be not a bad idea. That would be a pretty good idea for, like, Spanish practice. Especially a game that's so words heavy, a story-based game. Not like, I don't know, Black Ops or something in Spanish isn't going to do a lot for you. You'll get, like, phrases or something, but, like, I don't know. That's just, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm even wrong about that. I don't know. I was trying to just come up with some random action FPS game that isn't really words heavy, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I'd watch that. You would just be watching me struggle. Unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people would watch that. You'd watch that. Not a lot of people would watch that. People would join in and be like, this is hard to watch. I don't understand what's going on. And then they would leave. That's kind of like the issue with doing, like, I discovered this with the with me doing the Inca games, what the frick did I call that series? Inca Games Round 3, the Spanishing or whatever. That's something I discovered with that behind the scenes, is that that's something that I think is a really neat gimmick, but on YouTube specifically, it has a lot of problems. English speakers are not even remotely interested in watching someone do a video in another language. So basically, the only people I could possibly interest in watching those are native Spanish speakers. And I don't know, apparently that audience isn't that interested in watching an English speaker struggle with Spanish. Some were, don't get me wrong, some were, but not a lot of people. It's a very niche segment already, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it's very niche. Now couple that with, I don't know how familiar you guys are with YouTube's AI dubbing tool that they released for I don't know if it's for everybody or only a select few, but they have a dubbing tool now. So couple that with the fact that the way YouTube on the back end is like basically using AI to dub over, like if I do a video in English, it's going to try to dub it into other languages for those other languages. So if I have a bilingual video where I'm sometimes speaking English and sometimes speaking Spanish, that does all kinds of goofy things to that audience. And I can't necessarily control, if you're a Spanish speaker and you hop onto a video, what you're gonna see. So that's even more complicated if you're like a bilingual streamer or video maker. So it's just all this, like all these different things, sort of, it's already niche. There's all these tech things kind of coming out. It's very complicated. Speaking of Spanish, I have a video scripted for Halloween, exciting. Which is based on learning Spanish. I need to, it's almost spooky month, guys. We are a scant. I knew that wasn't the right word. We're a scant 5 days away from October. I need to know what I'm doing for spooky month. I've got some time. I'm gonna be away. There's like about a week in October where I'm gonna be gone and I won't be streaming. So I need to have stuff prepared for that week for you guys to watch. I'll have videos lined up. I know it's not the same as streaming, but I'll have like videos. Yeah, the AI dub sucks. It's also new. It's gonna get better. It's never gonna be as good as, well, in my opinion, never as good as a naturalized speaker. I like the idea, especially for like educational content. For like a Let's Player like me, it's kind of overkill. But like for educational content, having an easier way to get your stuff out to more people without having to like actually get translated dubs and translated transcripts, which is a very expensive process for smaller creators and smaller businesses that are educational content. I like the idea of it, but I am also worried about it just... I am also worried about how it's going to somehow be abused. Everything that comes out that's new, and especially if it's AI related, is going to be abused in some way. And of course, it's going to suck at first. It's going to be abused in some kind of way, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see for people that watch in other languages. We'll see what happens. I don't know. You've gotten it on my shorts. What, the dubbing? The shorts is really, YouTube's really doubling down on AI stuff on shorts in particular, because they've got two things. They've got the AI dubbing, and now they've got some sort of weird like AI filter, AI upscaling thing that they've been playing around with. This is something that no creator has control over. They just sort of shadow dropped it, and I don't know how widespread it is. I don't know how many channels are affected by it, but if you ever see strange artifacts in a short that feels like if you watch a short and you're like, it feels like this was made by a real person, but it looks like it's been through some kind of AI filter, that might be YouTube Shorts' fault. They're doing something. I don't think YouTube's fully explained yet to creators. They're doing something. They're doing something on the back end. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's affected my channel yet, but so far that I've seen. I'm a very small channel though, so maybe that's a feature that I won't see for a while. If you can, please turn off. I'd rather watch them in English. And you should be able to on... at least on any normal video, when you like tap on or click or hover your mouse or whatever over the screen, you can go into like the settings or options and you can change the language there. On shorts, off the top of my head, I actually don't remember how that works. Can I go, I'm just gonna open up my literal YouTube shorts, pause the first thing that happens. Is there like a, yeah, top right, there are like 3 dots. I think you can go there for it. Caption, they've got the captions there. Is that where you would go for dubbing though? I actually don't know. For dubbing. But then again, I don't know. So I think the video creator can turn them off. Yes, but a few caveats, a few asterisks on that. You can turn them off or on channel wide, and then you can turn them on and off, I think, for individual videos. I have them turned on channel wide when it was new because I like playing around with the beta features when they first come out and just see how it works. So I have them turned on channel wide, and I know I do, and you know I do because you've seen it. But then for turning them off for individual videos, because there are some videos that I would like, in theory, I would like dubbed. And I know it's not great right now, but it'll get better. But in theory, there's some stuff I'd like dubbed. But, of course, you always have the option to turn the dub off and just go with subtitles. You've always got that option. Shorts are a little tricky, though, because depending on how you upload the short, if you upload the short straight from your, say, your phone, versus a computer, which some of my recent shorts have actually been uploaded straight from my phone. I did no on-computer editing, which has been a challenge for me. I am an ancient old millennial man, and editing from a phone is a whole different ballgame. If you upload straight to the YouTube app from your phone, the setting for dubbing is actually not even available. So you can't do that individually. You'd have to then go on your computer and turn it off or on manually that way. So that's probably why if you've seen it on recent shorts, it's because I didn't even think about it. That wasn't an option to me. I've seen you can make audio tracks for videos so you can manually dub them. Yeah, but that's a time-intensive process. Like, that takes a ton of time, a lot of work, and a lot of effort, and you will never see me do it. Like, that's way too much effort for someone like me. Like, I literally don't physically have the time to do. That's insane. I produce too much content, and dubbing takes an enormous amount of time. So I simply won't be doing that. Hey, Weiss, welcome to the stream. But I think for like educational content, I think for sure the AI stuff isn't going to replace bigger companies having or preferring getting naturalized speakers and naturalized localization done for bigger produced videos. But for smaller creators and smaller businesses where that is just not time feasible or money feasible, the dubbing feature I think is going to be really helpful and useful. For someone like me as a Let's Player, I should probably just turn it off. But like I said, I turned it on forever ago because I like being a part of the stuff when it's new. It's just see how it goes, see how it works. I like participating in the new stuff just to see what it does to the channel. My channel's not big enough for me to be worried about accidentally ruining my channel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, let's see what this does. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I have it turned off on my stuff. I know it's not like the most ideal thing, but you can turn the dubbing off on videos. I don't know how it works on shorts. I'll have to look up my own and see if I can figure it out, but you should pay someone to dub them. Why do you think I make that much money? Do you? No. No, I'm just going to say flat out no. Maybe someone who knows Spanish wink. Do you know how many hours of content I produce a month? Between all the streams, videos, and shorts? Do you know how expensive that would be? I don't make that kind of money. You guys have been very generous with memberships, very generous with super chats. I make almost nothing from advertising revenue, and YouTube takes a 30% plus cut. I do not make the money that you guys think I do. Look at my sub count. There is no one on this planet that is doing YouTube even remotely to full-time or part-time on 7,000 subscribers. It's not happening. I'm not paying anyone to dub, and I'm not asking anyone to do it for free, so I think there's a lot of people that think I'm a bigger deal than I am. I am like so not a big deal. I am such an itty bitty teeny tiny nothing of a nobody. I am such a nothing of a nobody. I love you guys and your support. I really do. You guys make me feel special. But in the grand scheme of the YouTube landscape, this boy does have no money. Does have no money. That's what I said. Does have no money for no dub translations. I'll tell you what. Robert, no! Roberto. This is a one-man show, guys. This is a one-man show. If I've got the time to do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. That's all we got. It's just me. It's just a little old me over here. Put me in, coach. $1 for every 10. Do you know how many hours of content I'd put out a month? It can't be done. If we stream, on average, I know it's been less on some streams, but it's been more on a lot of streams too. So if my streams are normally 6 to 10 or like 7 to like 11 or whatever, if I stream like 4 hours a week, roughly 4 to 5 times a week, we'll call it 4.5 times a week, right? Because normally I'm streaming like 5 times a week. Sometimes it's 4, but that's 18 hours in just 1 week. And if you just say 4 weeks in a month, that's already 72 hours in just streams alone. In just streams alone. That's not shorts and videos that I release. And if you're saying $1 every 10 minutes, well, that's 60 minutes in an hour divided by your 10 ratio. That would be $432 a month. I literally can't pay you that. That is significantly more money than I make on ads a month. I don't know. That would be a fun game. That would be a fun game. Let's play the guessing game. How much money do you think Mo makes in ads a month? I think y'all think I'm like rich. I'm not. I am broke and I just act like I'm not. $1 an hour, $72. I think I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not paying you $1 an hour. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll just let the AI do it until I get bigger, and then we can talk. I'll tell you what. If I start rolling in the YouTube gold, then we'll talk. I just need work experience for an actual job. What are you actually passionate about? Maybe we can work something else out that's actually useful. I think you dubbing my streams wouldn't actually be all that useful in the grand scheme of things, but if you have other talents that are useful to the channel, maybe we'll talk down the road. No promises, obviously, but what would you do if you were rich? I'd get a giant Scrooge McDuck vault, and I would bathe in my gold bars every morning. I wouldn't do a lot different, honestly, if I were rich in terms of like my life. There are not a lot of things I desire in this world, and there's not a lot that I require to keep me happy. But I would tell you what I would do. I would definitely upgrade the streaming situation. Depends on how rich we're talking. If you're saying like rich, I need to upgrade where I live. I would like to do better than where I'm at. The place that I'm at is not awful. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to have a nicer space in a nicer place. But besides that, really, even if I was still here, even if I was rich and just living here for some reason, I would definitely upgrade my entire stream setup. I have lots of upgrades I want to do. If I was rich, I would hire an editor so I could actually make videos and stream and shorts. I would have all of it happening. I do. There are so many things I would love to do if I could do it full time. Even if I could just do it full time. I would upgrade my stuff, and if I was rich, I'd hire a staff. Like, we would definitely take on an editor or two. And I would go full nuts on content, dude. And it wouldn't just be gaming content. There's other stuff that's not gaming that I would love to do, but I don't have time to do it between my day job and streaming. So I don't have time to do the other stuff I want to do. But I have other stuff I want to do too. Oh, dude. $1 billion rich? Dude, $1 billion? Oh, it's over. Because $1 billion is insane. Like, $1 billion means I can literally do anything I want and I'll never run out of money. Anything I want. You have to realize I don't want a lot of things. I could never spend $1 billion. I'm not saying I can't think of ways $1 billion could be spent. I'm saying me as a human with what I desire could never spend $1 billion. I'm a shut-in. I live in one room in this house 90% of the time. I wouldn't know what to do with $1 billion, but it would be fun. It would be a good. If I were rich, that would be a fun. That's fun. That's fun to think about. $1 billion is insane. The problem with $1 billion is that what would I have to do to get $1 billion? If I won like the Powerball Mega Millions, Billions, or whatever, if I won that, that's one way to do it. But like, how would I get $1 billion otherwise? Hey, Erica, welcome to the stream. Are we playing a game? We are. We're yapping. We got caught yapping about YouTube stuff. We started talking about AI and dubbing, and then Derica is trying to get hired as a dubbing voice actor for my videos, and I told him that there's no way I could pay him, and he's trying to be like, $1 for an hour, I'll do it. And I'm like, no, man. And then we started talking about what we would do if we were rich. I want a dub. We all want to be rich. I wouldn't mind being rich. I don't necessarily want to be rich. What I want is, I'm at that stage in my life where I just want enough to be stable. Like, I want to be able to do the things that I want to do without having to worry. I don't care if I'm a billionaire. That's not what I need. Uwu. Hi, Toffee. Welcome to the stream. How much money would you guys be happy with? That's a completely different question. That's a completely different question, but I never want to have to do a budget again, right? Like, I just want enough where I don't have to worry about money, but I'm not going to live extravagantly. Obviously, $1 billion, you can live pretty extravagantly, what we were talking about earlier, but like, I wouldn't even need that. I don't need to live extravagantly. You'd be happy with $10,000 forever? I'd be happy with a gazillion. I mean, yeah, that would do it. That would do the trick. A gazillion to me is basically just as much as 1 billion. Like, I could never myself physically spend $1 billion. Again, I'll say it again just because I see people coming into the chat. I'll say it again. I can think of ways a person could spend $1 billion. I don't know how I would spend $1 billion. There's not a lot of things I want. I don't want fancy cars and mega mansions and whatever. I don't want all that. That's too much. It's too many things. I am a simple man with simple desires. I would never be able to spend $1 billion. If I had that much, like, just FU money, I would probably start like a really dumb business. Like, if I had $1 billion, that's too much. I'd probably find a really dumb business that will not make money and just do it. Something that serves a purpose. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be. And I don't want it to be a charity, because then there's like fundraising and then licensing and blah, blah, blah. I'll just create a failing business and funnel money into that to serve people somehow. I'm tired of having to save up money, right? That's life, man. Budgeting, saving. Not to be like I don't want talking about finances almost feels like a bummer. Like, talking about like what you would do for $1 billion is one thing. Talking about finances at the beginning of the stream is almost like a downer. Like, oh, money. In today's economy? The average Mr. Beast prize. I don't watch Mr. Beast videos. I don't know what the average Mr. Beast prize is. We did see, if you saw the MagicManMo Monday show, we watched part of one Mr. Beast video, but I don't watch his videos. I don't know. 10,000 is a good head start. I mean, if anyone just handed you $10,000 cash, no questions asked, I mean, that's a good chunk of change just to like be given. Don't get me wrong. But it's definitely not like, wow, I am set for the next 5 years. I am stable. I want a tea subscription and a tinned fish subscription and a perfume subscription. Every subscription ever. A tinned fish subscription. Not like, is that a thing? I'm not a big fish eater. I'm also in the Midwest. Like, we don't have like fresh fish over here. Like, fish is just not. We're very much a beef, pork, and chicken location. But tinned fish specifically is a thing. But you would do that over like, is there like there's gotta be like a fresh fish subscription, right? There's gotta be like a thing where it's like they'll send you Fishwife? Fishwife? You're asking me to Google Fishwife? This sounds like a setup. This sounds like a setup. What am I about to find? Fishwife Tinned Seafood Co. I've never heard of a tinned fish subscription. But then again, that's probably not a thing around here. I've never heard of this. I click on the website. Anchovies are back in stock, baby! Adored by 500,000 plus customers. This stream is now brought to you by... Could you imagine? Could you imagine a Fishwife sponsorship from a guy who doesn't really eat fish and has never even heard of a fish? Oh, you've got a mystery discount! Have you tried Fishwife yet? I can click yes and I'm obsessed, or no, not yet, but I'm curious. I've never even heard of you. I'm just trying to look at your website. You're trying to give me coupons. I need to email them, see if I can get an affiliate link. I'll close that for now. Undine, yeah, Undine the Fishwife, of course. He started a tinned fish subscription service. If Undine, I'm gonna before we start the game, because we've been yapping for too long. Before we start the game, I'm gonna leave you with this question: if Undine is a fish, what fish is she? I'll leave you with that as I struggle to find... Where's my... Oh, here it is. Well, I struggle to find Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy in my Steam library. I literally couldn't find it. I don't know why. I'm just illiterate. I can never find things that I'm... In, like, lists, whenever I'm looking for something, I just never find the thing that I'm looking for. Like, I have this natural, uncanny ability to skip over. I don't care if the list is, like, 3 items long. I will somehow not look... I will not see what I'm staring at. I don't know how I have this ability. It is a very annoying ability to have. I'm like, handicapped in that way. It's like, it's because I'm, like, part cat, right? Cats are not good at seeing, like, what's, like, immediately in front of their faces. Actually, my green screen's way far back. I think I moved it on accident. Probably tripped over it and forgot about it. There we go, that's better. And then let's get the game showing, because the game's not showing. I think it's because it's still set to Jackbox. Boom! You love sardines? I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to remember. I'm not 100% sure I've ever had sardines. I don't think I have. I'm trying to remember. I think I've had opportunities to have sardines. I honestly don't think they're not for everyone. I know they're not for everyone because I have heard people complain about sardines. Like, that's a common, like, thing, like especially with pizza. I love pizza, right? Sardines on pizza, ew, gross. Or if you love them, oh, I love... And I'm one of those people that I'll put anything on a pizza. So I was trying to remember. I'm like, have I had sardines? And I'm like, well, if I have, it'd be on, like, a pizza or something. I'm like, I don't think I have. Because I don't think I will. I would have ever eaten sardines just by themselves. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have. I honestly don't think I have. I'll eat a lot. I'll eat anything on a pizza at least once. I have not tried anything on a pizza that I wouldn't eat again. I've tried things on a pizza that are not great, but I would do it again. And I don't think I've had anchovies. I don't think I have. I had to think about it. Dwarf Safi. Do I need a recap? Lord knows. Probably. I'll tell you what. You hit me with a recap. I'm gonna go refill my drink. And then we'll get started. back already. Where's that recap? No recap? Recap was a lie. The recap was the friends we met along the way. Objection! Hello, friends, and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I'm your host, MagicManMo. We're jumping back into Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top, Part 4-2, The Trial. I don't know how much is left in the episode. I feel like we must be coming close to a final conclusion. Unless there's gonna be another twist of some kind. Who knows? Maybe Acro, maybe Francisca, maybe somebody will throw one more monkey wrench into my conveyor belt. I don't know. We'll throw another wrench in my system. I'm not entirely sure. Let's find out together as we start in December 30th, 2017, 2:17 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. You were indicting Acro of murdering the ringmaster. I think that's still my running theory. That's still my leading number one suspicion. We just have to somehow pin it on him. Oh God. Hold on. Cards. Cards. You know what I found? I found my red deck of cards after all this time. I can actually do. I could only find my blue deck, and now I've got my red deck. Hang on, we can do red cards. I can do red cards like him. There we go. Get the cards. I know. I've got my red deck now. I can do my red cards. I couldn't find them the last few episodes, but here. Oop, I dropped. I've got like 3 decks of. Here's the blue card. I got like 3 decks of blue and like 1 of red, which feels stupid. I love red. Red's my favorite color. Why do I have so many blue decks? Anyway. Where's Mia? Dead. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus? Really? We've got a Jeebus? How often do you get hit with the Jeebus? Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Who's trying to get my attention? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why... Oh, it's Gumshoe. Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Gumshoe, you have to just come up and give us a nudge or something. Don't just sit there coughing at us. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk for some reason. How about a card trick, detective? Yeah, hit him with the card trick. Well, if you insist. Now about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. It's a bloody napkin I sneezed into. Guys, I cut my thumb today. I cut my thumb on my pocket knife. I was cutting papers. And so if you need me to perform any blood magic, I have a wound. We can make this happen. Do I need to squeeze out a drop of blood onto an alchemist circle or something? Just let me know. Do we need anything? Any blood rituals we need to perform? Let's go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. That's what Francisca took? Oh, that's right. Did she take that from us? I already forgot. Was that a thing that we saw? That's right. That does look kind of familiar. The scarf? Okay. Yep. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. I want to take a look at it now. Won't Ms. Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Wait, when you say our, whose plan? You and Francisca? You and me? Gumshoe, we should be on a team, Gumshoe. I don't know, Ms. Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
I don't like the idea of the prosecutor and the detective being on the same team. Like, that's not, like, we should all, like, the detectives are supposed to be, like, neutral. The prosecutors are on prosecution. The defense is on the defendant. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, 3 sides here. That it shouldn't be me versus the world. This feels unfair. Final plans?
Uh-huh, that reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
Why would she leave that as... What a cryptic message. What could it mean? Nothing's decided until the end. Okay. Sure. I mean, that doesn't really tell me much. I mean, sure, it's true enough, but... What did he mean by that? The very end part. That's what I'm asking, Maya! I don't know. I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk.
How is the milk going to play into this? It's going to somehow, right? What does the milk mean? Cats like milk. Well, actually, I think aren't cat. Is that even true? Do cats actually like milk? Traditionally, the idea is that cats like milk, and Regina has a tiger. Does that mean something? I don't know.
The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Your bones are gonna be so strong, dude. December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. He's with the police. He should be neutral. Court is now back in session. Six months ago? Wait, what was 6 months ago? What does that mean? What was that so crazy? Oh, well, no, the lion thing was 6 months ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, the scarf belonged, right, the scarf belonged to, what was, hang on. I just saw your 6 months ago comment, and I'm remembering, yeah, what was your name? Bat. Right, Bat, lion, 6 months ago. Right. So let me take a look at the evidence. We've got the scarf, Bat's scarf. I forgot that the scarf belonged to Bat. I literally forgot that. Stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. Dude, actually, I remember this now. Dude, it's been a week since we streamed this. I remember that. That was my theory, right? That's what made Leon sneeze. That's why Bat got hurt so bad. Buddy. Buddy. I thought it said it was updated with a report. I don't think we got an actual report. I think we just got the scarf. Guys. It's all coming together. It's all coming up Millhouse. Ms. Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. You thought the lion sneezed. Yeah, and I still think that. But I also think the pepper might have been an accident, or it might have been on purpose. Who knows? Oh god, I gotta remember how to do Von Karma's voice. This is the problem with spending too long away from a stream. I forget how to do it. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. I've also done no research into how to do German. I've done no research. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Ding dong dingaling. Yes, Your Honor. You miss Francisca? Only every day. That's why we keep her so close. That's why we keep her with us at all times. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Dude, I say that all the time. You guys might not know this, but I say that all the time. Nope. About the ringmaster. Witness testimony. All right. Hit me with that Moni. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. I don't remember what your voice was at all. Acro. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Not much of a testimony. That's very little.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how many could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright?
Which I think, if I remember correctly, our belief is that it was an accident. Acro didn't want to kill Russell, but he thought Russell was Max. That's my running theory, if I remember correctly.
Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? I think on accident. This might be my last chance to answer that question. Yeah, no, I'll cross-examine. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. Humph, you're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. That's just it. Like, I do believe that Acro has no motive to kill Russell. I do believe that. It's just a matter of getting around to what really happened.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
About the ringmaster. Cross-examination. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. I don't think pressing this is gonna help us, but I'm gonna press everything if I'm allowed to. Yeah, him and Bat. Yes, my brother Sean and I. His Bat's name's Sean.
What? You have a brother?
Pay attention, Judge. We know that already. How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Yeah? Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's just so inspired by Acro. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ah! Oh, sniffle, sniffle. No crying in court. Let's keep going. What do you mean no crying in court? It was only gonna help you, Von Karma. You gotta learn to relax. Girl, you and me, let's go hit like a spa or something. I think we could teach you how to relax a little bit. You gotta let your hair down a little bit, you know? You're so uptight and tense all the time with that whip.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? She said, looking not happy. I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. And I missed the button. Hang on, we're going backwards. Sorry, I literally missed the button. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dinglingberry. No, you did not call yourself the Flying Dinglingberries. You gotta work on your marketing here. It's nearly a household name. Do you know what a dingleberry is, Acro? I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. She's making that up. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow, thank you! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! Ooh! Oh! Ow! Ooh! Oh! It hurts so good!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Whippa! And curtsy. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like... Oh, sorry, it's me. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. No, we're going somewhere with this. Don't you worry. I believe in us.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Where's my belt? I'm significantly too late. It's over there. I was hoping you wouldn't ask about the belt. Now I feel like I have to go get it. I was just gonna leave it. It's over there. But now you asked about it. Now I have to go get it. No! I don't wanna. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? You want the belt? You want the belt action? I'll just put it around my neck so that if people come into the stream, they'll be like, why is there a belt around his neck? And we won't tell them. They'll just be there. Are you not entertained? Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
I can provide an explanation for what happened. I cannot provide an explanation for why Acro would want the ringmaster dead. No, sir. I'm going to hope that that's the 5-head move that I need to make. I'm going to hope that that is the move. Because if I was supposed to say yes there, I am so screwed. But anyway, I'll take it. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Yes? Yes? Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. Okay, let's just see where this goes. What? I'm sure you're gonna explain that point in a moment. That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Correct. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you there. Ow! Oh, yes! You're foolish. Sorry. You're foolish. You're foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Correct. We're on the same page. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? We're getting there. We're finally getting there.
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is,
Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. I've been pretty loud. I don't know what to tell you.
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Go! Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else? I mean, presumably, it would have been Max. Seeing as Russell was dressed as Max. So we're gonna go with that. Guys, I mean, no, I think he was I think, you know what, guys? I think Russell, I think Acro was trying to kill Gumshoe. He never met the guy, but he'd heard about him. And he's like, I think we should take out Gumshoe. I think he's been a real... You don't think so? It's the only thing that makes sense. It's either that or, well, okay, if we stop and think for a moment. I don't remember, who was it that was always sprinkling pepper on everything? Was it Mo or Regina? Like with the pepper? You guys remember the pepper, right? Who was the one that was putting pepper on things all the time? I don't remember that part. It could have been, oh no, Regina, right. Regina is the one that got the note. I forgot. Guys, it was Regina that Acro put the note into her pocket, so he was expecting Regina to show up. Was Regina the one that was always putting pepper on everything? It's okay, you have health. I do have health. But I'm glad I didn't click on Max, because Acro, right. That's why Max was an accident on all accounts. Right, Acro didn't look out the window. He didn't know that it looked like Max. That's not the point. That's not the problem. That was an accident. Acro wanted Regina dead. Right, I remember this now. It was probably Regina, because Acro holds Regina responsible for Bat's condition. Yes! Yes. I don't remember who was known for putting pepper on things. I remember that was a conversation, because we talked to Mo in the cantina about pepper at one point. I remember that was a conversation. I'm gonna go with Regina. And I do have health. If I'm wrong and I'm forgetting a crucial thing about the pepper, then my second guess is Mo for some reason, but I think it's Regina that he wanted gone.
Take that!
Regina Berry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Yeah, that's what it was. I'm glad I thought about it for a little bit longer, because I said Max, but I forgot. I forgot about the pepper for a second.
Objection!
And the note, and the note. I forgot the pepper and I forgot the note.
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection! He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to
go! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. That's the right attitude.
Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
shoot. I have a few angles on that.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof.
3 hit points, dude.
Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
The first thing to me that is the most obvious is was it this thing? The most obvious thing in my mind is the note from Acro placed in Regina's pocket. That makes the most sense as evidence, I think. I don't know if we need to backtrack our steps and prove why he would be mad at Regina, you know, prove that he's upset with Regina. Because there's the whole, like, I could present Bat for his condition. I could present, like, it's gotta be the no. I'm thinking it through. What evidence do I have? We got the bus, we got the scarf, which hasn't come up yet. I'm not supposed to present that now. Surely that's later. Because we got to get to the conversation about the pepper to bring this up. I think. Got the Grand Prix. We got the pepper. We got the wooden box. We got autopsy report. I'm just refreshing my memory what I even have. We got Leon. Shot by the Ringmaster. We got Money the Monkey. We got Circus Map Broken. Max. Ringmaster. The Ringmaster pay. Oh, that was the salary negotiations crime. It's gotta be the note here. Right here, it's gotta be. It's gotta be the note. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I wasn't underthinking or overthinking. I wanted to make sure this made the most sense now. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Sorry, ooh, schnucks. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
No. I mean, yes, but no. Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. A game theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the Ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina!
That's incredible!
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was, which is incredibly reckless.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down at the plaza.
Yeah? Yeah, Judge, you got it. Yeah, the judge has got it, guys. He's on our side. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She sure is. I don't know if she cares. She's very airheaded. I don't know if... I would love to look out in the audience to see if any of this at all is sinking through her noggin, because she's a little bit... She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I think she'll be fine. Akira wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Her favorite word's fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? I assume Bat's coma, actually. I originally thought it was in relation to Leon's death before we knew more, but now I think it's because Bat is basically in a vegetable-like state that Akira is like, my brother's basically dead. You basically murdered my brother. The incident 6 months ago. Oh yeah, I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? Yes, it does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago! Really, Nick? Of course. I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. I can't answer that question. The judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Good thing I'm not bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the pepper. Because it was in the box. The peppers... Am I overthinking this? The pepper's gotta be everything. It's the pepper. That's the one thing that relates it to everything 6 months ago. It's either the pepper now, or it's the scarf now and the pepper later. It could be the scarf now and then the pepper later. Which is fair. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. If it's evidence... I don't know. Have either one of these been logged into the actual evidence of the trial? I was trying to think, like, maybe the scarf is more like evidence for now, but no, this is still 6 months ago. Peppa? I see the or the scarf, and I'm seeing Peppa. I want to say pepper. Peppa? We saying Peppa? Okay, we'll go with my gut then. I was gonna say pepper. I didn't want to get ahead of myself though. The pepper! Take that. Don't you do this to me. Don't do this to me. Why is it still flashing? You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Achoo! 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 That is some effective pepper. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Pepper is not spicy, white girl. Girl! It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? kind of. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Bat is still alive. I will have you guys know Bat is still alive. But
Objection!
I love the way you say objection. It just gets me going, girl. It makes me think I'm onto something. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim? Did Regina actually mean to kill? This is the one thing I'm not entirely sure. And maybe I'm forgetting something. Did Regina mean to kill Sean? Surely not. I know Sean was interested in Regina. Do we have a reason? I don't know if we have a reason to believe Regina wanted Sean dead. I think it was an accident, honestly. Unless something else comes up that I forgot about. But anyway, it's gonna be bad.
Take that!
Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection!
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Yeah, but he's in a coma. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Ms. Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They would understand the command. Moreover, Ms. Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Oh, my dear, sweet Francisca. That's where you're wrong. I do think Regina didn't try to kill Sean. I do think that was a freak accident. I gotta be honest. I am kind of thinking that's the case. But what my job is to prove that Maximilian didn't do it. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one else seems to be going along with your theory. Oh, they will, Maya. Oh, they will. Ye of little faith. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Yes. Is this a trick question? Am I forgetting anything? See, the thing is, I actually do think it was, but I also don't remember the full details of the pepper. I remember somebody liked to put pepper on everything. And I can't remember if that was Regina. If it was Regina, what if Regina and Bat were hanging out in the cafeteria? Regina got a little frisky with the pepper. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to remember what the Regina Pepper connection is. I think it was an accident. I think because Bat was always trying to hang out with Regina, he got pepper on his scarf at some point in time. And I think it was an accident. Is that what there is? That is what they want me to do, right? It was more than that? Do I have a reason to believe Regina would have done it on purpose? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. Because that was 6 months ago. I don't even think she and Trillo were even a thing yet. So it's not like she was trying to take out her own competition, which would be a weird thing to do. If I had 3 women fawning over me, I wouldn't be trying to murder any of them. So I don't think... Because, between Bat and Ben and Max. Yeah, so, I don't... Bat would tease Regina with pepper? Is that true? Is that a thing? Are you saying that because that comes up later, or is that something that we already learned? I honestly don't remember. Did we already learn that? I don't remember. Okay, if we go on that theory, that's what Acro said last stream, I think. If he did, I literally can't remember. Okay. If that's what it is, if Bat was known for teasing Regina, okay, then it was more. Then in that case, it wouldn't. In that case, it's an accident that Leon attacked Bat. Surely Regina. Well, Regina doesn't have a firm grasp on death. Sorry, I've got like 7 thoughts happening at once. I'm trying to like articulate them. I'm thinking that surely Regina wouldn't try to put Pepper in his scarf with the prank being that Leon would bite him. Surely that's not the prank. Surely the prank was just going to be that like Bat would sniff the pepper and he would sneeze. But then I also forget that Regina doesn't have a firm grasp on death, so maybe she really did think that it's all a game, you know, that then a serious injury like that doesn't mean anything. So in that case, it's not an accident, but she also has like she doesn't have a concept of murder. Okay, I think the answer we need to go with is it was more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all, based on this information. I think we're piecing it together, guys. I thought it was an accident, and I still kind of think that the lion part is an accident, but the pepper part isn't. So here we go. I think, but we're gonna see how it plays out. The second one means Regina did something, even if accidentally. Right, which I'm just reading this now, but like, yeah, that's why I'm going with that one. It was the way this was worded. It was the way it was worded. It's like, it was an accident, or it was more than that. The way it was worded, I'm like, I feel like the answer has to be it's more than that. But my working theory was that it was an accident. But that's why I was hesitating. I'm like, wait, what am I forgetting? Okay, here we go. The point is, there's more to it than that. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Dude, literally by definition, not. We've been doing this for a hot minute now. I've got cases under my belt. I'm a professional, thank you very much. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. You're forgetting the evidence I presented earlier, Francisca. I presented Pepper. And I'm about to hit you with the scarf. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat, with the scarf. Take that and rewind it back. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Oh, I didn't remember that, but that's okay. I literally didn't remember. I knew there was something I was not remembering about this story. Regina. There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. Oh, is that true? That it was given to him on that day? That sounds familiar. It really was. I forgot about that. The scarf was given to him the day it happened. It's all coming together. Okay, I forgot. That's the part I forgot, guys. I don't think the pepper prank was talked about last time, but I think the scarf was talked about last time. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. And she... Very sus. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Yes. Yes, bask in my genius. Bask in it. Bask. We're all basking. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Get this bird out of here. Land on my shoulder. Stop pecking my face.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of...
I know what this is supposed to mean.
You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime?
Judge, I'd appreciate it if in the year 2025 of our Lord you didn't word it that way.
Ms. Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge doesn't doesn't quite get it. She gets it. Francisca gets it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Indeed.
Smiling? The lion smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however.
Lions sneeze.
What?
Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool! Amazing what happens when you finger the... Wait. Nope, that's not it.
You've got to be kidding me.
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? You objected. What are you objecting to, Miss Von Karma? What do you got for us?
I object for objection's sake.
Mr. Finn, that's right. This theory, you believe it? Wrong end of the whip. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against none other than Regina.
You foolish idiot!
Ha. Ha ha ha. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly have another trick up the sleeves that you are not wearing. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro, you don't mean, you can't mean, witness. Witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? What, that you're the one that did it?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive evidence in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. The bust. The big, bodacious bust itself. The very big, bodacious bust of itself. I wonder if we could find it with the help of a few very big bananas. If you're catching my drift. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. It won't be in his room. But do we request the search anyway, just to buy time? We've been to his room. We've looked around there before. I don't think we saw the bust there. And if it wasn't there before... I mean, it's possible that Money the Monkey, in this time, has brought it back to the room. If I get this one right, the case is won. The see how things work out first feels like a trap. Where did you put this bust? What do you guys think? Request the room? I don't think it's gonna be in the room. Do I have any knowledge of where the bust would be right now? And if I don't, what would I be waiting for? The wait and see how things happen? Here's the thing, here's my hang up. To see how things work out first, like what would I be waiting for? Wait to see what works out. What's the next step? If I wait, and I've got nothing to present, and we don't go search for anything new, then it's over, I think. If we request to search his room, I don't think it'll be there, but at least we'll have time to look. Or whatever. And maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe if I choose the wrong one, it'll just loop around itself, but... do I have a reason to believe? Acro's room was already searched, though, so where's the bus? That's what I'm thinking. Acro's room was searched by complete surprise. I don't think the bus in the... I agree. Which is why I think we should wait. It just feels like a trap. I'm trying to, like, remember everything. I'm trying to, like, galaxy brain... Jimmy Neutron brain blast over here. I think if we search his room, we're gonna get nothing. Let it play out. All right. I just don't know what's gonna play out. Okay, let's do it. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? We've been there before. Francisca's been there before. No one's found the bust. Not worth doing. Gotta figure out what Money would have done with it. It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Van Karma Total Justice. Justice for all! Dude, I hope you just keep showing up in every chapter. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Francisca doesn't have the bust. Francisca's not hiding the bust, is she? No. She wouldn't have it already. No. Ow! Oh, yeah. Avant Karma never leaves anything to chance. Correct. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. I don't know how that really relates, but sure. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Not quite yet. Oh, this isn't German, but au contraire, me Frauen? Frau? What's woman in German? I don't know. I don't know French or German. What am I trying to say? Me Frau? I'm combining French with German now. Just wait a sec. Something's funny about all this. Ha 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 ha.
It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin.
Don't be so sure. But, Larry, but. What about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Ugh. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now?
Where's the bust right now? Where's the monkey right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It's gotta be the monkey man. It's gotta be the monkey man, the man monkey.
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support. Thank you. Ah! This can't be the end. This can't be it. You're playing me right now. You're playing me.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness.
Not the end of the trial. Hold it! Who's holding it? Maya? Acro? Maya. Where is Max's bust? Okay, yeah, go on. Beat Queen. The defense needs time to prepare to present The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my. Oh, okay, it means nothing. I thought I was missing something. It was an on purpose, intentional typo. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! We need to. Why are you most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
You're asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. Can't go over it, can't go whoop-ah! Ja! The murder weapon, where is Max's bust now? Somewhere in the lodging house, somewhere in the big top, somewhere in this courtroom. In the courtroom? I don't know where the monkey is. I know where it is? Do I? Is this a thing that I have forgotten? Is the monkey here? Why would it be here? Is it here? Here? Because we've been to the lodging house. We know it's not in the lodging house. We've been to the big top. We know it's not in the big top, but why is it here? Why would it be here? Here? It can't be the circus. The police would have found it for sure, but where else? I mean, yeah, we've been to the circus. We've been to the lodging house. We know it's not in either. It's gotta be of the three options. It's gotta be here, but what, here? The wheelchair? There's no effing way it's in the wheelchair. Well, wait a minute. I don't remember what the wheelchair looks like. Does he have a freaking pack or? No, there's no, wait. If it's in the wheelchair, guys, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have an issue. I'm gonna have an issue if that's true. But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying though, the logic makes sense. If the bust was in Acro's room, because the monkey just brings stuff to Acro's room. Acro needed to get rid of the bust. He couldn't tell the monkey what to do. It's a monkey. So if he could hide it someplace, where would he hide it? He couldn't hide it in his room. We know it's not in the room. We've been there. So if he hid it on his person, it would be in the wheel. I see the train of logic. What does his wheelchair look like? There's no way. Also, did no one... This is the issue that I have. Did no one search his wheelchair? I don't know. I live in a post 9/11 world in America. You cannot enter a courtroom without having every couch searched. What are you talking about? Did no one search his freaking wheelchair? It's obvious. The bus is inside this very court. It's not obvious. It's not. This is blowing my American brain, dude, into pieces. Blow my brain into pieces. Courtrooms would search you. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once. There's no effing way. The witness stand? There's no way! The prosecutor's bench, as if Von Karma has it with her. The judge's bench, as if the judge had... There's no way! No effing way! This would not happen in an American courtroom. I'm telling you right now. I have been in American courtrooms. No. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? What? I did not foresee this. This didn't even cross my mind. There's no way. You didn't see the whole wheelchair. Yeah, I don't remember a blanket. If you click the judge's bench, you would have gotten a double penalty. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty stupid answer. It's pretty funny. This does take place in Japan. 100% this takes place in Japan. Which is why, like, I complain a lot about things not making sense, and that's why I fight you guys whenever you say it does. I'm like, dude, no it doesn't. This is based in Japan. I'm an American. This crap makes no sense. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. So I skipped it without actually reading it out loud. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. This is insane. This is absurd. This is insanity to an American. You can't hide something in your wheelchair in this country, and you haven't been for the last 24 years, if not longer, depending on your precinct, your courthouse. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. What blanket? You can't possibly mean this thing is in his lap. It's in his lap? No, okay, here we go. It's gotta be... This makes no sense. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say hide a bust under there. That's insanity. My green screen, what about it? Oh, is it showing? Oh. My chair. Good call. My chair, like, hooked the green screen, I guess, and I guess I pulled it. Good call. You guys could see whatever you could see back there. That's crazy. They needed to have this more on display, like a little bit more of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge earlier, because that's crazy sauce, dude. Ha, 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 ha. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. That's crazy. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Ms. Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. I honest to God was willing to believe that he just had the monkey take it somewhere. That would have made so much more sense. Remember when at the start of the chapter we told you people hate this case? Honestly, I've had issues, but honestly, I've had issues with other cases too. Honestly, this one's not that bad. It's crazy and there are issues, but honestly, I expected worse. I expected so much worse. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? You can't get away from this now. I mean, could you imagine if he just refused? I mean, that's all the evidence we need. Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. That's insane, sauce. That is a whole, like, 3 tablespoons of insane sauce all over one chicken wing, and you're like, you know what I mean? I don't blame her for being mad. That's crazy. Von Karma did everything she could, and she was thwarted by insanity. She did everything she could to protect this man, and she was thwarted by pure crazy sauce. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them. Well, Maya's the other one, Phoenix. There's 2 of you at this. Bro, don't pretend you forgot Maya exists. Ms. Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. I think Maya's not getting enough. What's the word I'm looking for? Respect? That's not the word I'm looking for. Enough credit. I don't think Maya's getting enough credit for her contributions. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? The surprise search, I assume, was Gumshoe and Francisca. That's their problem. I'd have done it because I'm Snoopy, but... There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. What do you mean you burned the cloak in your room? Okay, I mean, You didn't have like a fireplace. You didn't have a stove. So you just had like a lighter and you just like... Okay, sure, whatever. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. I do know that. That I remember. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. I still can't believe you burned the globe. That would have taken some doing. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Ms. Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. There really isn't. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. And well done, Ms. Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
Dude, his face is my face, dude. On that revelation. No one searched the wheelchair. Man, there is too much, what's it called? Like, I can only think of honor mode. Honor system. There's too much honor system in Japan. No one searched this man's wheelchair? I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know, I sure couldn't. What, you didn't expect she'd pull out all the stops? You knew her father, Phoenix. What's wrong with you? I knew the second she pulled the whip out that she meant business. I can't believe it. Me! I made the mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. Yeah, that's the puzzle piece I did not put together on my own. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too, which is what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way Regina literally meant for Leon to eat him up. There's no way she meant that. I agree. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. I can see how that would drive him a little crazy. I can kind of see it. It's his brother that has been put into a coma in a hospital, and Regina doesn't even seem to care or grasp the gravity of what she's done to him. She's not even like remorseful because she just doesn't care. I could see how that would drive Acro insane. I could see, to murder, I don't know, but I could see how that would drive him insane. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, that did not look like tears. His eyes just gushed, and then now they're just like reverse steaming. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. Yeah, he was driven This is not an excuse, but he was driven to something I don't think he as a person ever really wanted to do. Something inside him broke. It doesn't excuse what he did, but something inside him broke that day. At first, I thought I'd killed myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. We tried to pin it on Max because things just happened the way they did. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Right, because your brother is still actually alive. He's in a coma, but... This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. Don't say that, Karma. Don't say that. I can't believe it. You bit me again. Well, I know I am. Pretty impressive like that. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Let's all say it together. Cloak, roses, the other thing. This court is adjourned. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Kapow! Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question. And one I don't know the answer to. I don't remember how I did his voice. Many congrats, but only at max 1 million of them. Thank you. Dot. What's with the vibe in this room? Mo, I think you might be just as like gone mentally as Regina is. I gotta be honest. We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be... What was that? I'm starting to go into an accent. Then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? Ah! Did she finally get it? Do you finally get it? What are you crying about?
He's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault.
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back.
Bat could come back. He's in a coma. He could. I mean, it's gonna take a miracle. It's been 6 months, but he could.
Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
I don't... Regina, You see, the thing is, he already tried to get his revenge on you. I don't think he'll be trying to get his revenge on you now. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? Are you really sure I can believe that?
Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Really? For real, for real? Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Really? He's going to jail. I don't care. Maybe he wants revenge. Maybe he doesn't. He's going to jail. Girl.
The evidence is the broken bottle.
Bat, maybe bat. You guys think it's bat? I'll do bat. I wasn't expecting to need evidence. I was kind of more in the mindset that this guy's going to the locker. You know what I mean? He's going. All right. Bat's profile. Bit on the head 6 months ago by Leon. Still in a coma. I know he's still in a coma. He's still around. Sure, we'll present that. I wasn't prepared to defend my statement. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bad!
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew.
She didn't know? No one told her he's just in the hospital? Why? I mean, I know you guys are gonna remind me, but I know that Acro said something about she just said he's a star and blah 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 blah. Why did no one tell her he's alive? Why did for 6 months everyone just let her believe he was super dead? She could have visited him. That's crazy. Probably she didn't remember. No. I refuse that. I agree she's dumb. I think people let her believe he's dead, and I think that's rude. I think Ben, because Trillo is interested in her, Ben was happy to let her believe he's dead. I think Max, who's trying to see her, is happy to let her believe he's dead. I think Acro basically accuses her of murder, so he let her believe he was dead. Russell, I have no idea what Russell's motive for hiding this from her was. Russell kind of kept her sheltered. Russell didn't want her to know about bad things. So Russell, dude, people are lying to Regina all the time. Someone needs to get her out of this circus. Everybody at this circus is terrible to Regina and terrible for Regina, and that includes Max, honestly. That's crazy. That's crazy. She needs so much therapy.
But now that Acro's been caught.
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes.
Oh, God, yes! Leave Max. Leave Max. Don't even entertain the idea of Trillo. Go visit Bat. I swear, if this story ends with Regina going to visit Bat in the hospital and Bat opens his eyes, I will give this entire case a standing ovation. I swear to you.
Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Oh my God. Mo, even you should have told her. She hasn't been able to visit him in the hospital. That's terrible. If someone I loved had been in a coma for 6 months and no one told me, I'd be pissed. I would be so upset. I'd be mad at everybody. What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Split it up. Split it up. You're all weird. Split it up. Y'all figure out your lives.
That's the big question. Ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster.
Okay, well, they're gonna pretend that that's like a great reveal. We knew that was gonna happen.
I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen.
Oh, well, that's quite the...
Oh, that's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. I'll pass. I hope he's a better manager than he is a clown. Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. All right, the band is sticking together, whatever. You all deserve each other. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max!
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
Wait, who said that? I'm sorry. She showed up. I read that in the wrong voice. Regina, you're gonna help them too.
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
You need out of the circus. You need in therapy. Someone save this girl.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo.
Pow! Mo's right, sweetie pie. Be the very big circus without Regina. The cards are sticking to my fingers. What the frick? What kind of magic? What kind of black magic am I doing? Circus without Regina Barry.
Max!
Of course Max wants her to stay. Of course Max wants her to stay. That doesn't mean it's good for her.
Nick.
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I don't think so. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
Until you see how expensive that is, Mo, and then you'll probably change your mind. You kind of have to be in charge now. Oh my god. For real? Who's talking right now? I see. What made the case?
Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you?
It was just a theory, a game theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Who's talking right now?
You mean Mr. Wright?
Who's talking? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is ready. As for Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. It's Edgeworth!
Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Next time, I'll get you, Gadget. Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top. The end. Finally! They've edged us towards Edgeworth for long enough! Episode 4, farewell, my turnabout. A brand new episode has been added. You thought he died? 100% he did not die. Everyone was acting like he was dead. We all knew he was not dead. No way, Jose. Save your progress up to this point. Absolutely. Yes. Save that content. Can we play it now? I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe what we should do is have a whole stream of it tomorrow night for Friday night is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's a really good stopping spot. And the next episode, we jump into episode 4, Farewell My Turnabout. I think that would be the move. I think that would be it. So I can give it more time. I can't stream late to... Is my green screen... What part of my green screen showing now? The frick? I can't give it a lot of time tonight. And to start a whole new case, I think what we... Got time. I don't have a lot of time tonight, unfortunately. But I think tomorrow night might be a really good one. Tomorrow night, case 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace. I think that's what I'm going to plan on doing. That's going to be... It's a good stopping spot for the stream. I know. Get hyped, get excited. Tell your friends, tell your family. We need more viewers in the chat for tomorrow's stream. We need more people. I know. I didn't really have a schedule out for this week. This week has been a little bit crazy towards the beginning of the week, but I know, that's my fault. I cannot believe we don't have more MagicManMo viewers invested in the story like I am. It's a travesty. A travesty, I say. Who won our poll? Who done it? Acro at 56%, Mo at 11, Ben at 22, and Regina at 11. Okay, Mr. Streamer. I'm trying! I gotta be Mr. Streamer. It's not like I'm playing this in a room by myself. Alright. That's our poll. Who was our... I've been so bad about this, guys. The YouTube top fans. Our top fan on YouTube goes to Turbo. Second place goes to Eriskin and Erica. I don't know what. Anyway, and third place goes to Derica. For the top 3 of our top fans on YouTube. A couple of tiny, itty bitty, teeny tiny, small announcements that would have been good for like the beginning of the stream, but we never did it. I did add, we had a bunch of gifted memberships a while back. And I finally took advantage of 2 new emotes that we have for members to enjoy. I didn't know what to do for them. I needed like actually compile a list of good emote ideas. But we do have the MagicManMo and the PNGManMo as emotes available on YouTube as new emotes. I can swap them out with something else if we come up with some really good ideas, but they're there. Farewell Turnabout even got two endings. Next case is beautiful. All right, well, get hyped for it because we're going to be doing it. I also, for any Twitch viewers out there, I know there's like no one watching on Twitch right now, I think. But for Twitch viewers, I also finally have all the emotes uploaded over there as well, as we're getting that up to speed as well. That's just kind of like a channel update. I just kind of wanted to say something. That's a thing that exists. I want MagicManMo next. Do we not have MagicManMo? Is that he not on there? Oh. We got gasp, concern, and awe. Right. Do I have... Hang on. I thought we already had him, but maybe I was thinking of Discord. Do I have Menacing? Where is MagicManMo? Do I have him? What happened to that picture? I don't even know if I have that picture in my files. He might be lost to time. I might have to recreate it or something. No, I do have him. Okay, I might swap out one of the YouTube emotes for MagicManMo. I might do that. Good call. I do have him. I think I found him earlier today and didn't realize he was uploaded. Because I've got an emote folder and it didn't have all the emotes in it. It had like 3. And I'm like, this is a very unhelpful folder. Okay, I'm looking right at it. I do have it. So I can do that. We can make that happen. We can make MagicManMo an emote. I'll have to do that. Good call. That's why I brought this up. It's a thing that I did. I did that before stream. I updated that before stream, and I didn't talk about it earlier on in the stream, so I figured I'd better mention it now. Farewell, my turnabout is the most loved case in Justice for All. We go from apparently the most hated case to the most loved case. That's pretty funny. There is, how many chapters are there? 5? I think there's 5 chapters. I've already closed the game. I wonder how this all plays out. Hopefully, I know a lot of people were talking about the writing in 3 that we just did being bad, so hopefully the writing is pretty tight in this next one if it's so beloved. Hopefully it's not only beloved just because it's got Edgeworth in it. Hopefully. But, and I know this was a short stream today. Farewell, my turnabout is actually the last case. Oh, is it? Is it the last case next? Is it actually? Okay. So big giant finale. I literally could just open the game again and look, but I won't do it. That's gonna do it for us tonight. I know it was a shorter stream today, but we'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure you hit that like button before you go. And until next time, goodbye and good night. Don't let the monkeys steal your stuff tonight. Bye.